What do you think of the score? I think it was a beautiful goal by Osimhen to Olympica.
So, Sam, I saw something online, like 2 people on Twitter had posted like a ranking of MLS fan bases.
Okay.
And the Charlotte was in the top tier for both of the rankings that I saw, so pretty good. But like the comments in there were very much like anti like other teams, like a lot of talk going on, a lot of negativity. So I thought that we could start off this episode of The Dump by saying some nice things about some other teams, just to kind of remind everyone this is supposed to be friendly and like cordial.
Yeah, perfect. I love this. So, okay, who are we gonna start with?
Okay, we'll take turns. So I'll say a team, and then you say something nice about them, and then you give me a team, and I'll say something nice.
Perfect.
Okay, start off with Austin.
World-class tifos.
Yeah.
All right. How about Montreal?
Montreal's fans are so nice. They came down. They drove down this time. They hosted us when we went to Montreal. They have this really cool story about a Fox 2. Very strong supporter culture.
Whoa.
What about? Excuse me. We're in the middle of the show.
Boys.
EC.
What the hell's going on?
We're doing the dump, JT. Just give us a second.
Yeah,
You're taking a dump and you're doing a dump.
We'll
It sounds like
you guys in a
taking a
second.
dump on CLTFC Fan TV. Hell no! This is our show, QC Royals. Y'all might be royalty and shit, but don't bring it up here and stink it up. But thanks for coming on anyway, Jeremy and Sam.
All right, we're gonna finish our bit.
We still need to introduce you guys to our
podcast.
Yeah, yeah. No, keep going. I'm there. JT got excited.
All right, Sam. What about DC?
DC, probably the best tailgate situation we've ever been to.
I would.
What about Orlando, Jeremy?
Pass. Nashville.
They have a fantastic new stadium, and they're building a great supporters culture out there.
That's good.
What about Intermessi? I mean, Miami.
Fort Lauderdale is a great place to take like a family vacation.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Cincinnati, Chili Boys.
Cincinnati has the best supervising producer of media in the league. Sir Paul McCartney of the Beatles once told us to never name drop, but we do know Kayla, who is the supervising producer of media out there now. And so the Royals are technically influencing Cincinnati's media.
In charge of their media.
In charge of it, yeah.
Yes.
What about Vancouver, Jeremy?
Oh, for my money, loveliest city in the whole league. Beautiful. And let's do one more, Sam. What about LA Galaxy?
Yeah, I mean, they did a really solid protest earlier this season, like reasonable demands. And honestly, last season when we had Galaxy fans out here, we were amazed and thankful that they came to Charlotte for our inaugural opener.
All right. Well, Sam, I think it's time to start the dump.
Okay.
Just 1 second, guys. It'll be a second.
Hello. Welcome to... okay.
Hold up. There we go. There's the theme song. Welcome to the Royal Dump. Sam, we have two guests today. James,
okay.
How are you guys doing?
We're good. How y'all doing?
We're doing great. Thanks for
doing great.
Yeah.
I'm very confused. I don't know what's happening. So anyone out there, I mean, I'm confused because I don't know nearly as much as most people do about soccer that listen to us and stuff. But I'm really confused now. But hey, just continue.
Yeah, we'll explain. So JT, we do the Royal Dump, and we just did our usual cold open segment. Now we're going to do our segment where we talk about what kits we're wearing. And I noticed you did not get that memo, or you're wearing a moisture wicking polo kit, maybe?
Yeah, it's moisture wicking because it's so hot in the garage, man. And honestly, because I got the media pass, I'm not allowed to wear any kind of true CLTFC stuff on the pitch or anything. You're not allowed to wear any gear.
Yeah.
So I try to keep it real and keep it consistent on here. I get the color, but it can say this for Fan TV.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Checks
but
out.
It can't, but usually Lee's in something.
Wait, can you really not wear Charlotte stuff when you're doing media stuff for Charlotte?
Can't wear any sports stuff.
Yeah, you're not supposed to wear anything that denotes, I mean, particularly the team you're for, or whatever. Yes.
That's interesting. All right, well, we'll turn it back over to you guys now. We usually have like a format, like segments on our show.
Turn it back over. Hell no.
Tell JT, tell Fan TV, man. Fan TV, man. Yes.
Y'all do whatever the hell, man. I'll sit back. I'll relax.
We got to get the show back on track, man.
Back on track.
Go ahead, JT. Let's start this over.
All right.
Go, JT. Go. Introduce us.
For real right now?
Yeah.
Is this real? Is this AI? Is this like
us, man?
Hey, this is CLTFC Fan TV for the fans, by the fans. Damn
it! Yes.
What?
Yes.
I'm JT in a hot ass garage. That's my boy Lee.
That's what's up.
We got Jeremy and Sam of the QC Royals, the most public yet secretive of all the groups.
Yeah, it's like you need a special handshake.
I try to get some QC Royals every once in a while to interview. And they're like, "What's up, JT?" No, dog. My only question is, y'all got any like little cars like the Shriners or anything? Y'all got a little cars you can drive around?
No, I don't know who told you, but we're not a cult. Whoever told you?
Hey, I did not use the C word.
Oh, did you not? Sorry, I'm just so used to people bringing it up.
No, didn't use it at all.
We touched the nerve there, JT.
I know, right?
Jeremy out getting so defensive.
Thou dost protest cult too much.
Not a cult.
Yes.
Your words, not ours.
That's it. No, if everybody doesn't know, QC Royals is one of the supporters groups here for Charlotte. And, as a fan TV, we like to welcome all on. And I've been trying to get Jeremy and Sam on for some time. It even got to the point where I forgot Sam's name for a couple of weeks. And you
forgot Jeremy's name for a couple of weeks.
Oh, that's right.
That's what you forgot.
I forgot somebody's name for a couple of weeks. And so here we are, man. Yeah. We didn't rehearse this. This is honestly off the cuff. There is nothing.
Wow.
Nothing. Yes. Nothing here is ever rehearsed. It's always, well, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
And I am not watching Arsenal right now. I'm watching the MLS All-Stars. So, yes. And unfortunately, they're losing. So, and just real quick, they are always out at the tailgate. So if you haven't met them or seen them, come by and say hello to these guys. So, and Sam appears for a beer, not Mike. See, you got name again, Sam. Anyways, let's talk some Charlotte FC stuff, man.
First,
I mean, there's no reason watching the MLS All-Star games because we have nobody representing us, right?
True.
And then it's just that shit team from London. I forget the name of them. Arsenal, Gooners, whatever you want to call them. So, yeah.
What about that other team playing in Chapel Hill right now?
What's that? Oh, yeah, Wrexham, the real team.
Yeah, well, but whatever. When I heard that they're playing a game in Chapel Hill right now, and always the rivalry between the Triangle and us, as far as who gets it, and it's like, oh shit, they got a big game with fucking shit ass Chelsea. Some of my kids
shit ass Chelsea. Y'all hear that?
I don't really want to go too far, but real quick, some of my kids got given by some great aunt or something for Christmas some Chelsea caps.
Chelsea caps?
Yeah, for whatever reason. I don't know.
Are they using
it? She didn't know what she was doing. Straight to the thrift store. Straight to the thrift store.
Yeah, the Yeti clan are big Chelsea fans. And that's the one thing, if I had to say there was something bad about them, that would be it.
Hey, well, listen.
Hold on.
I'm glad. Let me know if this Yeti starts moving on me.
Hold on, JT. I got something for Yeti clan real quick. Yeti clan, I don't really know you guys, but I was driving home and there was a giant Bigfoot like metal statue. It was probably like 8 feet tall on the side of the road, and it said for sale and it has a phone number on it. So I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to send you guys that over Twitter so you guys can get in contact with them if you want it. But I thought of you guys because I was like, oh man, an 8-foot metal Yeti statue. I know where this needs to go.
Hell yeah. I'll take it, man. If Yeti clan doesn't want it.
Damn, I know it's hot out there, but Jeremy's talking about seeing 8-foot statues of Yetis on the sidewalks and stuff.
There you go. Right, Yeti clan said they'll take it for sure.
Good.
So, yeah, and if you need help getting in contact, we'll do it. So let's talk about Charlotte FC. Montreal game, 2-0. Sam, you're shaking your head. What did you think of the game, man?
That was a no to let's talk about Charlotte FC, but go ahead.
Yeah, you clearly haven't listened to our podcast.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, the game, 2-0 down, some of the changes yet again that, our famous leader, Latanzio, decided he's going to do. I don't know what to say about this anymore. And
Lee, you're a Latanzio in guy?
No, not anymore. Not anymore. Really? I defended him as long as I could. No, I think I kind of lost it around like Cincinnati. Yeah, it was. Okay. It was just too much, right? I mean, the lineups. I mean, Cincinnati lineup was pretty decent, right? But then it's just like some of the subs, and then I don't know what is being said at halftime. It's like, all right, guys, we played that 45 minutes. You guys take a break for the rest of the game.
Yeah,
and
I am not much of a tactician. I have coached at a high school varsity level, and I have played at a collegiate club level, and won several adult rec leagues recently. So,
Hell yeah.
you're qualified to answer these questions. But I'm with you. It's confusing to me. I don't understand, like, just even basic substitutions. Like, why, when Carujo goes out, why do we put on an out of position debutant when Jalen Lindsey, God's gift to the Carolinas, is available?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
that's the
I'll
thing,
add to
right?
that. I'm going to need an explanation of why Swiderski, coming off of a 2-goal game, gets pulled at halftime. I know there's some speculation of like locker room stuff, but your best goal threat comes off in a game where you're down 2-0 at half. That really needs an explanation for me.
It doesn't make any sense, right?
You won't
I mean,
get it.
when Carujo got hurt, right, you could have slid. Who was playing right back? It was Bill, right? Taluma, I believe. He could have slid him into center back and brought Jalen on. I mean, but no, we bring on Pivot, right? In his first game, and it's like, what a position to be in. You're 2-0 down,
right.
making your first MLS appearance.
It's hard to be
yes.
mad at him. Like, I'm not mad at
yeah.
him. Like,
No, we're not mad at him at all. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, the mentality from the coach at that point is just asinine, man.
And again, it's the continuation of it's like experimenting. But my God, it's too late now.
I think he's trying to go too high concept with what this team is at the moment. Like, when I was Latanzio in, it was after he came in after Mar and cleaned up this mess, and he steered us to a very good end of the season, and we finished in a respectable place. And we all felt pretty good about it because it was like, this is the first year of the team. We're not last. Things are okay. We'll build on this. Yeah. Well, now he's gone too high concept, and we don't have the personnel for it. We lost a decent amount of the personnel that he wanted to use for it early in the season. Yeah. And so it's not feasible. Yeah.
I was thinking of it like Everton, like, this season in the Premier League, we're like, oh, well, we need to like stay up. So they go Sean Dyche and they stay up. But now they have Sean Dyche as a manager. And what is he going to do with the club? They're going to go Sean Dyche football. And I think Everton is kind of like, oh boy, we're stuck in this position. And I think that's a little harsh on Latanzio. But like Jeremy just said, like, he steered the ship. We finished strong last season. I think last season, people were complaining about not enough substitutions, and now we're getting kind of chop and change, too many substitutions.
Yeah. Be careful what you ask for.
It feels like, though, like once a player sort of gets on their rhythm and starts like having a couple of games behind him and doing well, and like Bender, for instance, right, came on, scored 2 goals against who was it? New York, right? One of the New York teams, I believe it was. Haven't seen him since. I think Lindsey got a bad rap in the Cincinnati game. I think, to be fair, I don't blame him one bit.
Also got an assist.
Yeah.
So, he didn't have a great second half, but he also produced. So, I don't know. Every time I see Byrne make an error, I'm like, if Jalen Lindsey did that, he'd be playing for Crown Legacy tomorrow.
Yeah. I don't know. It just seems like anybody that gets hot, like Merrim, right? He was hot. We don't see him start anymore. It's like I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, like Sean says, he's a different coach this season. Mm-hmm. He has. I think he definitely has lost the locker room, right? And the question is, do we wait it out and just call this season a write-off or what, right? I mean.
Okay, so here's
I hate that thought.
What, that it's a write-off?
Well, just the idea to leave and said that out loud. Yeah, the whole like, oh.
We got to touch all Shard FC concerns right now, man.
I know. But the idea to be like, fuck it, it's done, whatever.
I've got a bone to pick with you, Lee, because I've been watching the last couple episodes of this.
Oh, thanks, man. Did you sub?
Did I? No, I don't sub. I'm not smashing any sub buttons.
Okay, but if anybody else new here is, they could.
Where's the bell? Is it down here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Hey, where is it?
Where's the sub button?
Oh, yeah, it is.
There it is.
There. Yeah, go ahead, Jeremy.
Actually,
what were you going to say?
Subscribe when you guys first made your channel and just forgot about it. But in any case, my bone to pick with you is like, it was after some game and you were just like having an episode of like, let's get it out. This is the poop on Charlotte episode. Like, I hate it. This is the worst.
Was that 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
It was that last show, I think.
Oh, yeah, because I remember I watched you last night on MLS Crown Corner, which, like, I'm sorry. I know I'm on the show, but if you listen to the Mid-City Collective pod that came out and watch MLS Corner, and now you're watching this, like, I got to tell you guys, I'm a regular person. Like I'll give you my opinions, but I think you might be saturated with Charlotte FC content.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
just
we're
gonna
the
use-
only ones that are really doing it, to be honest with you. We don't, I mean, main media is not doing it.
Which is a good reminder that you guys are going to be on our show tomorrow. So everybody make sure to tune in tomorrow.
I thought hold on, man. I thought we were on your show tonight.
Well, you're
No,
right.
no,
We're going to
no,
have you on a podcast, but it's going to be CLTFC Fan TV
Podcast.
pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
I
back to my bonus.
all seriousness, I just want to at some point in the future host or be able to do something live or recorded in the QC Royals garage, that bar garage, whoever has it.
That's Jeremy's house. He's in the buzz.
Yeah,
now.
so I've wanted ever since I've seen it, I've been a little envious. I've wanted to be there. I want to hang out. I just want to have a beer there. And I want the camera to come from the backside. I want to turn around and look at the people. And then say something from there. That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Anyways, Jeremy, what were you going to say, man?
I was going to say, you were like so upset, and everybody's upset, and they're wearing all these Latanzio out shirts. And like someone had a comment, they were like, I'm 40% Latanzio in. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's, or Latanzio out, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But I was like, yes, because there's a certain part that I just don't know because I'm not on the team. I'm not one of the players. Like there's a fog of war that I can't see the whole picture. But my bone to pick with you is I follow teams that really are awful. Like
Yeah,
really,
West Ham being one of them.
yes. So like I've been relegated twice as a West Ham fan. Like that is pain. So
Right.
like when we are here, we're not doing great. Like I'm not happy about it, but like this is part of being a sports fan sometimes. It's like your team sucks and then you have to lean on the other things about it that make you happy.
Okay. Which is?
Brandon Cambridge.
Brandon Cambridge. Coming on this show talking to you guys. Like I've probably made easily at least 50 friends with Charlotte FC that I wouldn't
100%. 100%.
wouldn't otherwise. I'm
yeah,
in a
the family.
Spurs that I love. So like I lean on that group. Like so
Jer-
it was just part of being a sports fan is having an awful team sometimes.
Jeremy.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is though, we still pay good money to watch this product on the
Oh
pitch.
yeah. I hate
And,
teams. That guy's awful. And and like, yes, I get angry when the team is horrible, but at
Yeah.
least we can't get relegated.
No, and I mean, well, you know what? And they even added an extra playoff spot for us this year, and we're not going to make that either by the looks of it. So
hey, and it's a party, man. It's always a party, right?
it is. I'm not expecting us to be number one every season. I would like us to be in the top 9 of our conference. I mean, come on, right? And I mean,
It
if
does.
you
It
can't make
does.
the top 9 in your conference, there's a big issue going.
But the overall point that I think people are still going to come. It's still going to be a good time. But yes, what's actually happening on the pitch does matter.
Mhm.
And for people who are not, whatever, are really into it, as a lot of us are, especially Lee. It just, it sucks, and you're downtrodden. And some of those kids that we interview after the games, they're just like, oh, it just hurts. So yeah, it sucks, but at the same time, we're going to keep going. Them, and that's what they always say. What was it, like 3 weeks ago, Lee, when the kids he said, oh, this is the worst. And they say, are you going to keep coming? Always, always.
Yeah.
So that goes back to the whole fan thing. Is like, no matter what, we're going to show up, but at the same time, it does suck.
Oh, it's terrible. I mean, we haven't won a game since May.
Yeah, that's not
Right.
fun.
No, it's now middle of July.
But we've only lost one game.
At least it
Oh,
wasn't a
see,
draw.
man.
Well,
If it was a 6th draw, oh, that would have been crazy.
In all honesty, I'm not trying to project fake optimism. Like 5 draws in a row is awful, and then capped off by a loss was also awful. Like
See,
I'm not happy with where the team is right now.
the folks in the chat get it, man. In the chat get it.
Oh
This
yeah,
is like the tail end of last week was me venting and everything, and now Jeremy's my therapist, and he's like trying to get me to feel better. Right? This is closing out last week's therapy session for sure.
We're here to help.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm a Spurs fan, and we're fickle as fuck. So we're gonna, we're gonna win everything until we're not, right? Which is typically around September. So I'm used to just being like a negative Nancy and non-positive.
You're a pre-2008 Spurs fan too, so you're one of the Spurs fans that have actually experienced pain, not one of the ones that are like, "Oh, Spurs, we never win anything." 4th again. And it's like, shut up. You're the worst. I hate you.
That's right. That's right.
Hey,
So,
but
what
Lee, you got the first draft pick in the NBA this year, man.
do you mean?
The Spurs.
Wembanyama, yeah.
Oh,
Go Spurs.
Oh, you're talking about soccer.
no, football.
Oh no, but that's basketball, and there's
Yeah.
baseball somewhere.
I mean,
mixed
but-
in there.
You know, I think personally,
Shit.
yeah, we lose every week. We lose nothing special. We lose every week.
Love it.
That's the next champ we're
Damn,
gonna see.
all caps.
But seriously though, so we're playing Dallas this week, tomorrow, Friday, right, in the League's Cup. Do you guys honestly think we're gonna win that game?
I don't care.
No, I mean, I don't. Who actually is concerned about League's Cup at this point?
I just, man, you know what? If we went on and won the League's Cup and didn't make the playoffs, I would be happy.
Sure, get a trophy. We got a belt. Now we can get a
We
trophy.
did get a belt. That was the first thing that Charlotte FC's won, right? Even though it was a legacy thing. Yeah. So, I mean, we do have the legacy, right? They're a good team. But, you know, with the decisions being made on the pitch, like we were saying, right? I mean, the coach is the first one to blame. And I just don't understand some of his tactics, meaning, you know, again, why is Jalen not playing? Why is Miriam not playing? Why is Bender not playing? Why did Carroll get takeoff, you know, at halftime? You know, did Carujo fake the injury because he let that goal go in? Nobody called out Carujo, but we were ready to blast everybody else if that had been anybody else. And it's just, I don't know, man. I just don't get it. I don't know what's happened to the team. You know, everybody wants to talk about the Nunos and Andre Tindashinki and, you know, the walk stuff, right? Or the Walker stuff, right? But I mean, at some point, you know, at some point, all these off the field excuses need to stop. And it's been long enough, right? We got like 11 games left in the season, right? We have to start winning if we want to make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. We do. And we haven't seen a win in a long time. So we
I
need
forgot what it feels like.
We've got DC and Miami, and I currently
Miami
believe they're winnable.
twice.
And-
Miami twice.
and Chicago.
Yeah. Well, Chicago might be too much for us at this point.
Yeah. Chicago also, side note, is my least favorite team in the league. I hate Chicago.
Oh, that's not very good. Are you positive you hate them?
Yeah, I'm very positive that I
Okay,
hate
that's better.
Why is that, Jeremy? Expound.
I feel like their players, like every time that we play them, it always gets chippy because their players are so over the top theatric and do not try to hide time wasting at all as soon as they go up. And it's so infuriating. And then, so do you remember the last time when we beat them at home because of hero Brandon Cambridge? Like, when they went up 1-0, they were the worst. I hated it. I hated watching it. And then we went up, and then they got all mad at us when we started acting slow. And it's like, bet you wish you had that 15 minutes you wasted in the first half back now, idiots. God, I'm getting annoyed reliving it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just a mess. I mean, I feel like, you know, the Leagues Cup is going to give the team a chance to kind of take a little bit of pressure off them from the league standpoint. Hopefully we can get a win or two in there, and we can bring the momentum back into the league when we face Miami against Messi in August.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we have to play Messi again, assuming that we put grass in. Apparently we have to do that.
We don't have to, and we shouldn't. I will never forgive the team if they do that.
No, I don't think we shouldn't do it strictly just for Messi. But I mean, if they do put the grass in for Messi, then they need grass in the entire season.
Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me? I hadn't heard this.
Yeah.
You're saying that there was rumor that they were going to put down the grass field just because no.
What they said is it's going to be up to Messi and the manager if he plays on turf.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, but the MLS is going to allow teams that play on turf to put grass in. So my thing is, MLS, why don't you just man up and just say that you always need to have grass if you want to play in this league and be done with it, right?
Wow.
I mean, because the Panthers and those guys are bitching about it too, and the NFL is bitching about the turf as well. So,
Oh, yeah. It's all about making more money from the stadium, because with the turf you can have all sorts of other stuff in there.
yeah, I mean, I agree with everybody else. We do not need to change the turf to benefit one.
Yep. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
It's just going to be all those folks that paid $500 or $600 for a supporters ticket, right?
to see him sit on the bench.
that don't even get to see him play.
If we do change it, I will never forgive the team. Like, obviously, I'm still going to be a fan because I'm a sicko, but like, I will never look Joe LeBlue in the face and have a conversation with him if we change it to.
He does watch this show, so
unless to Lee's point, if they change it and assure us it will stay that way into the future.
Mm.
It's not though, because I believe when Miami comes
I
up
know
there
it's
the next
not.
day
I
is a
know,
Panthers game or something.
And people and here's the thing: when people when people switch things, you don't eliminate problems; you're trading problems, right?
Yep.
So turf, we have problems with turf. It's not going to be fixed with grass. We're just getting a new set of problems. And David Tepper is cheap. And so he's not going to invest tons of money in the grounds crew to keep the grass good from Panthers to Charlotte games. He won't even wait to paint the lines over time, like in between the games. He's a cheap man. And if we get grass, he's not going to keep it up. So I'm not pro turf, but I am like, careful what we wish for, because a lot of the people who are saying we need grass all the time, when David Tepper is leaving a brown streak down the center of the field that the offensive line is dug up, they're going to be mad about that too. Or when Swiderski plants his foot to take a shot and a big chunk of grass and sand comes flying up, he's going to be mad about that. We're going to be mad about that too.
And who's he going to prioritize? Is he going to put grass in and make it nice for Charlotte FC, or is it going to be just nice for the Panthers?
I guess now it comes down to, because I was on the grass pitch, whatever, when it was Chelsea came last summer, and they put down like this whatever hard plastic grid system that then the turf, which is more like, you would think, gets rolled out somehow on top of, so you could pull up the grass and then see this hard plastic, keeping it level membrane stuff, Lego system that you put together, and then underneath that was the turf, I should say. It went grass, Lego system, then the turf. So how much money does it cost to bring it in and bring it out? But to your point, Jeremy, if they just bring it in so that Messi can run around, that's like giving into a hostage situation. You just can't do it.
That's true. That's the thing, right? It might come down to the last game for us, who makes the playoffs, Miami or us, right? And are we going to appease the fans, if you will?
Here's my plan. We switch to grass for Messi. We warm up on the grass. The players go into the locker room. The field runs out. We put the turf back on before the game, and we make them burn a sub because Messi won't play. Perfect.
Man, that's genius.
Not enough time.
Can we go even more complicated with that? And Miami attacking the first half has a turf field, and we defend on grass.
And then we switch.
But if Messi wants to play on that, he can only be at the center circle.
Yeah, he's got to stop.
That's a valid point.
We'll test if he really wants to play on turf, if he makes a run into the turf half. And at halftime, we just switch him around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe there were some folks today having a meeting about the roster rules or something. I don't know what came out about it. I don't know if you guys have any idea.
We have ideas on roster rules, but we don't have an actual.
I'd love to wildly speculate.
Yeah. So, I guess the point is, it's like, Miami's bringing in all these players all of a sudden, right? And it's like, how are you skirting the rules here? I guess.
Well, they skirted the rules. Yeah, I'm conflicted about this because Jorge Mas already broke the rules, and then the league was like, oh, yeah, we're going to help you get Messi. And I think getting Messi for MLS is great. It was, fantastic coup. He could have gone to Saudi Arabia, right? We're seeing all of those other guys go. But rewarding Jorge Mas for breaking roster rules by awarding him the best player in the world still potentially just feels like some broken, justice system. So
it's the every man has his price situation, right? Is there we will enforce the rules unless we can get Messi. If we can get Messi, then we'll do whatever it takes. But I am interested to wildly speculate with you guys and people in the comment sections about what rules they're going to change and what rules we should add or change.
I think we need to do away with the salary cap.
I don't know about do away. So when we first came into MLS, I'd watched Premier League for years, and I was nervous about the parity and all the roster rules with MLS. Am I really going to like it? Am I not going to like it? I like the parity that the salary cap kind of brings in because, Cincinnati is winning the league right now. As a Charlotte fan, I love that Cincinnati's winning the league because it shows that a mid-market can compete all the way up to the top. If
And
we
the
get
Queen
rid of
City.
salary caps, I'm worried about a lopsided Bundesliga or best case scenario Premier League situation where we have to go to LA and it's just a formality because we're going to get our teeth kicked in.
No, I get that part. Well, I think maybe they just need to raise the salary cap ceiling so it's not so limited. Because once you have those DPs, right, and then all of a sudden that talent just drops, right? Pretty significant.
Yes.
Yeah. So, sorry, I'm only through my first beer, going on my first beer. So, but the thing is that talent drops, right? So, it's hard to bring in those squad players that have the potential to be a DP player, I guess.
Yes. And Crown Breakdown, I'm not talking about like keep salaries low. I'm saying, keep a cap, but we need to keep increasing it year after year so that more talent can come in. But I like the idea that there is a cap that people can spend.
Yeah,
I like Trent's idea. I don't know why there's a number of international spots. I mean, I think the idea behind international spots is to like keep a domestic product on the field, but like, isn't that what like MLS Next Pro is supposed to be doing? I know that our MLS Next Pro has some international players as well. Maybe reward some kind of contract extension to Generation Adidas or those like local guys, right? Encourage the growth of young American players, but like we're seeing like international spots traded for GAM, and that's just like
dumb.
Who knows what that means? Who knows what international spots are worth? Like it's a completely kind of up in the air market that.
I mean, I get it, right? I mean, I get like you said, I get the reason behind the international spots is supposed to help build the grassroots, if you will, of the American team, right? So help out, grow the sport. I'm assuming more Americans that play it, the more Americans that be interested in it, the bigger the league grows, sort of thing. But I think the league sort of outgrown that now, especially with all the crap with Messi going on, and then, like you said, with buying international slots and that sort of thing. It's like, you could essentially buy 11 international slots, right? Goodwill and deal enough.
Yeah.
So I think that needs to go. I think the salary cap ceiling needs to rise up, and
give another DP. Do 4 DPs. Give another DP. 4 DPs. Like,
well, I think the interesting thing though, just stepping back for this is still such a young league. It's a league that came into fruition, over the last 30 years or whatever, almost, right? They started in 90,
like 26, 27 years old, right?
Yeah. So almost
96.
30. So the idea being is like they are still figuring it out, and the whole, Messi coming in obviously is a great thing, but it's also a disruptor because he's got the deal with Apple and he's part of the team, and who knows who's going to put grass on, not put grass on. I think it's interesting to see all the craziness with TAM and GAM and DPs and all that. They're always doing something, and some of it sucks, but it's like a 25-year-old whatever. I don't know. It's just it's so young right now still.
If anybody hasn't listened to, when we got a team, I listened to a podcast. It's an evergreen podcast, so it's called I forgot what it's called. It's something like the history of MLS or like how MLS came to be. I forget what the podcast is called. It's like 20 episodes. It does a really good job of, JT, exactly what you were talking about, how the league went from start to where it is now. And there were a couple times, like when we were starting, that it was going to go bust. They do a really good job of explaining. They called it like MLS 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0. Right. And it ended before, like a couple years ago, the show did. And they said that we would be entering MLS 4.0 when an MLS team won the CONCACAF Champions League, which we have. So they were like, check, we did it. So now they were like, once that happens, the way to keep growing the league is going to be doing the exact same things you guys were talking about. Raise the salary cap with everybody and add additional DP spots to keep getting better players in. Because that's worked in the past to grow the league. Thank you, Ben. 25 stories that made MLS. That's what it is.
And we've got the World Cup coming up in 2026. I imagine that target is not so much in the back of Garber's mind, but very much on the forefront. Raising the number of DP slots, getting rid of international spots. Like things that could bring more attention to this league, more so than just everyone tuning in to watch Messi. If every team had a not Messi level player, but like every team has a Ricky Puig, every team has a Shaqiri, like, and that's not quite where we're at yet. Like every team has DPs, but is Enzo Capetti a household name in Europe?
And that's fair, right? So to that point, I think that's what one of Charlotte's problems is right? We missed on the DPs, right?
Yeah.
Out of all our DPs, I think the only one I would really keep around would be Carroll. Jaws, I'm pretty much sure that next season he's going to get bought down, so he's not going to be a DP, right? And then it comes up to him, what are we going to do with Enzo, right? I mean,
Sam found a really good statistic about Carroll's goal scoring contributions and his salary placements.
Oh, yeah. Let me see if I can magically number that in my head. So this season, Karol Swiderski, I asked this in our Royals Slack just to see if anyone had an idea of the number. He is currently the 20th best player on post-shot expected goal. I broke the rule I mentioned in the tweet earlier. I'm bringing stats on. So not post-shot expected goals plus expected assists. So creating, basically. He is 20th in the league. He is also the 20th best paid designated player. So he is basically performing at the level we paid for him in the league.
Right. That's actually a good stat.
That's to your point, Lee. Like, where is Jaws and where's Capetti on that list? Way further.
Charlotte has always said, though, right? We're going to find that sort of diamond in the rough, help develop them and move them on, right? And make some money, right? I mean,
sometimes they're just rocks.
And it takes a long time to dig a rock out of a mountain and polish it up and turn it into a diamond.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with I agree with Matt here. I believe that Enzo's going to go. That guy doesn't seem like he's happy here at all. He just seems to have some weird chip on his shoulder, and I don't know. I think the only one I would keep around would be Carroll.
Carroll is fantastic. He is objectively our best player, full stop. Like you can say, I love Jalen Lindsay. I think Derek Jones is wildly underrated, but our best technical player is Karol Swiderski.
Yeah. I mean, look at the 2 goals he scored recently.
But where was he playing when he scored those, right?
Yeah.
Playing forward, which is the position
where he prefers to play.
Yes.
Which also
drive me crazy with his, he'll get these great touches like he had with the last 2 goals from the previous game. But then right there, beautiful pass to him, and he'll just put it right into the keeper or whatever. It's like, my gosh, I mean, I know, and it's bang, bang, it's so quick. But sometimes I'm like, damn it, man.
Well, the Cincinnati game, he scored 2 goals he had no business scoring.
Right.
He put away the 2 goals that he definitely could have scored.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, like what I'm with Leon is like, I don't think I am not in the necessary camp of like Capetti out. Like I don't feel that way about him. My whole take here is like kind of a higher criticism of like, if Swiderski is our 9 and we knew that last season, why did we bring in another number 9
especially
with no intention of playing them? Yeah, a DP number 9. Like that to me was like, hey, maybe we need like a DP 8 or a DP creative midfielder. I mean, I know there were talks of Swiderski playing that number 10 role, but like, I think his best position is number 9. He's our best goal scorer, and we're moving him further away from goal and bringing in a very expensive, unproven DP striker.
Yeah.
I want Capetti to prove all the doubters wrong. I want him to be happy here. I want him to get us in the playoffs. But if it doesn't work out, I'm not mad at Capetti. I'm kind of confused at why the club is making some kind of really strange policy decision to play these 2 players.
It makes you wonder if they had like an offer or 2 come in for Carroll, right?
Yeah.
But I think Trent is right too, because he was talking about like.
Oh, that's a solid statement here. Yeah.
That's
number 10.
Have created number 10.
But isn't that where we got the new Belgium fellow?
Rayan Mukhtar. We have Swiderski, which, like I said, he's our best player. I love him, but he's not any of those guys.
No.
Yeah, but I feel like I I don't know how to pronounce half these guys' names, but you know the new guy, the De Bruyne of MLS, right?
The
is-
Yakara.
yeah, he's a
Yeah.
number 10, right?
I don't think he's a 10.
I don't think so.
I think he's an
Or is
8.
he a 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I never heard of him before we signed him. So
We'll go to the
Yeah.
actual analysis for that. Like,
Oh,
but
you did?
yeah. So hold on. We'll do. All right. Let's go to analysis. And then in post, can you guys cut this and then
you
someone
can just add the analysis in with like
Yeah.
a nice
that's
like
what we'll do.
kind of
So you
like
guys are good at the
yeah,
Excel
bomb chart.
spreadsheets,
Yeah,
right?
we'll fix it in post.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll fix it in
I'll
post,
send you the
for
spreadsheet
sure.
later. You can just put it up there.
Right.
That's
All right.
right.
Sam, pick a number between 1 and 15.
15.
Are you talking to me, Lee?
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about this. It's so funny today because guess what?
What?
I only got to 14.
Oh,
Mm.
thanks.
So between 1 and 14.
Classic
Okay.
CLTFC, Fan TV, CCTV FC.
You know, I did that just to see if you make the full list.
Yeah.
All right. Well, number 1.
Number 1. We kind of
Started
already
too.
talked about it, but the whole idea of careful what you wish for because we're just bitching about draw. Well, it wasn't a draw, and we weren't leading at halftime.
Mhm.
That's what I wanted too, but the whole halftime thing. It's like, my God, they flipped the script, but in a worse way, to be down 2-0, totally in the Montreal game, totally just not even into it. And what the hell was said at that halftime?
But, you know, I think Latanzio doubled down on it. He's like, we're down 2-0 at halftime. Normally we're up. Let's go ahead and take Carroll off. Right?
Yeah, that's
Let's
right.
start a
Do
defender.
everything different. It's opposite day.
Yeah, it was like, he's like, screw it, right? I'm going to make it even worse.
I think I hated his post game comments when he was like, I brought Ajiman on because I wanted like more positivity. I'm like, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah.
Like, Carroll
Yeah.
didn't get the ball. Like, it wasn't his fault. What do you mean positivity?
Can we pair someone like? Can we pair Ajimang with Swiderski? I don't.
If we're going to do
Like,
that, why
I
don't we
get the
play the
whole, like-
4-4-2 and put Enzo and Carroll
Yes.
together and see what happens?
I was gonna
why
ask you
can't we
earlier,
just
Lee,
have a starting?
Why? Yeah.
Right?
What's
yeah.
our best 11? What's the best formation? Let's go back to that question, and then we can talk about taking our best player off at halftime for a Crown Legacy guy who is very good, but a Crown Legacy guy.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's why they have preseason, Sam, to figure that out, right?
Right.
Well,
Maybe
we have
it's-
Dallas
Latanzio got a 3-year
coming
contract.
up.
3-year contract. So maybe Latanzio's like, this is pre-season, right? I get pre-season, 1 season.
A full, yeah. And last season didn't count. That was not a full season.
They call they call that the long play. He's pulling the long play.
Preseason. No, I said pre.
Season.
Season.
That's
Yes,
right.
yes.
No problem.
Yes. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. I wish I could just sit
Who
in
does
there.
know?
I wish I could sign like an NDA or something and just sit in there just for my own, you know what I mean? Like
I
just
was
to see
wondering where
what
you were
goes
going
on.
with that.
Why
What's
did you
that?
talk to Jorge? I bet Top Bin knows exactly what place we're going to finish in 2 years from now.
Yeah, the script. Did you not get a copy of the script?
Right.
No, well, I got the rough draft. I got the
And they're
pre-season.
not-
Stop. Y'all, do not bring this into the public. You are the secret society. Don't bring up our shit.
Right.
What
We
if
got
we
our
did a
secret
giveaway?
shit too, man. We got our secret shit too, man. Gosh darn it.
Could we do a giveaway for the script?
Ooh, let's do a giveaway real quick because Sam.
Oh yeah, sorry, we're going back to the dump. We have a giveaway
We do.
for everyone in the chat.
Yeah.
Jeremy, what do we have to give away?
So we have not 1, not 2, but a higher number of Seattle Sounders supporters group scarves. I've got this lovely one. I've got this one that you could have.
It's 2,
Also, this one that you could have.
3.
And I've got this one that you could have too. So we're looking to give away 4 of these scarves today, Sam.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna determine who gets one, but
You know
I'm
what?
sure the
We
experts-
could do the giveaway thing at
We
the
can
end,
do it.
right?
We can do it. We can make it happen.
I'll
We
set
have
that
the
up.
ability.
I'll set it up.
We've got
All
2
right,
many.
fine.
do they have to use a special hashtag? Like,
Yeah, I got to
hashtag
set that
dump?
up before we do it. I need to set that up. Give me a second.
Yeah.
So
I'm just making a suggestion. Maybe it's like
Hey,
hashtag
hey,
dump or hashtag royals
Jeremy,
it's our show and everything.
Well, let me interject to your show if you don't mind. Another number between 1 and or actually 2 and 14.
2 and 14. Let's do 6.
6. We already talked about it. The whole Chapel Hill game with Chelsea right now. Why the hell?
I don't care about that. Yeah.
I don't care about it.
I will repick.
All right, no number.
12.
Pulling up the score. Sorry.
12.
Oh, it's 3
What's up with? I mean, whatever. We keep on shuffling everything in and out. You love Derek Jones, the back line, and Carujo, and obviously Lindsey not being pulled in. We were down 2-0 by what, third at the first minute in Montreal. I mean, it's one thing if we aren't producing and making shots, but the back line just looked dejected and just like out of shape and like what the F with the back line.
We're not good.
We've had 11 different pairings in the back line.
I know, but
that's the problem.
The non-sophisticated theory here is I don't know if the back line knows who's starting every game or even the next game.
Yeah. They don't, which I think is as a player in your mentality, nobody on the whole roster can say, I played this position for Charlotte FC.
Yeah, right. And when I play well, I get benched.
Right. I mean, I also think that Brant Bronico Latanzio reaches into a bag and pulls out like a position. And it's like, and Brant Bronico will be playing striker today, and let's fill the rest of it out. Like,
yeah. So if you want to enter the competition for the Seattle Scarfs, right, it is #rigged.
Hashtag
rigged. Nice.
We've already got a bunch of those in there.
So. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So
accidentally entered the competition.
Lee, what's the hashtag Tinder for? Is that a you thing or?
No, that would be a Andre Shinishinsky.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah, Nuno got actually what?
Nuno's gone. He's gone. So we got
officially. We knew he was gone, but officially, and Shinishiki's just.
We're just waiting. It's close, is my understanding.
I want to see what the sales pitch was to this Vitória team in Portugal. Like, hey guys, we've got a really young, exciting Portuguese guy. What do you think? And then they just didn't ask any other questions. And then they were like, here's the money. Or like the translator left out a bunch of details about stuff. One of the two.
Yeah, you would think though you would Google a player, right?
It's probably 3.
No, because you go on Y Scout or Smarter Scout and they don't put stuff like that on there. It's just, percentages and numbers.
I mean, to be fair, I thought Nuno would. I mean, that's another thing, right? These two players were supposed to be a part of our team, right? I mean, so yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh, my kid, his best jersey kit, whatever. It's a Swiderski kit, but he happened to run into Andre, and so he has Shinishiki signed on his Swiderski kit.
Yeah,
and I'm like, and he's 10 years old. I'm like,
with Shinishiki, I wanted him to be my favorite player so bad. I mean, he's Paulista, he's Corinthiano, like he's exciting. Like I really liked him, but they just need to go, and it's not because I hate them or because I know exactly what happened. It's just because we don't need that. We don't need whatever.
No, we don't.
That was.
It's a distraction.
Yeah. So off you go. I hope you grow. You're just not going to grow in a Charlotte shirt. That's it.
Yeah. And I mean, again, I think Nuno was Portuguese to begin with. So going back home is probably good for him as well, right? Just, whatever happens to them. I mean, I wish, like you said, the whole situation is just messed up, right? So we'll move on. So, yeah, if you want to win some Seattle Scarfs, #rigged. What's that?
Sam, pick another number.
So hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. I think somebody in here was saying, Mike was asking. He said, pick 3.
Pick 3, my lord.
Yeah, I guess he had been saying 3 quite a bit.
All right, well, Mike, everybody, what is the League's Cup anyway? What is the League's Cup?
It's a new cup.
I know, but what is it?
It's going to see.
He told me, Lee was like, hey, should we do a watch along Friday night? And I was like, Friday night? I said, oh, what's that? He's like, what's the League's Cup? And I was like, yeah, I heard of it, but what is it exactly?
We're all neutral sites. I think that's weird.
So CONCACAF is the organizer of League's Cup. So technically, when Charlotte hosts Necaxa, they will be playing at a neutral site, which means I got to say, I don't think we can do Pepas. I don't think we can do any goal celebrations. Don't wear any Charlotte stuff.
What?
Just all neutral site.
Don't be too excited. Like, we just have to go into this match.
Just
wear
be neutral.
A white button-down shirt with khaki pants and some
I was gonna say khaki.
Like
all
the wine
khaki.
and cheese crowd.
Cheer for both goals.
Right. And for
Take
everyone to have fun.
takes cues from communist societies over the last 20 years on your drab.
No, I'm sorry. The Royals are a socialist group, not a communist group.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not talking about y'all. You called yourself a cult, never called you a cult. You say you're socialist, you're not communist. No one's talking. QC Royals, we love you, but you're really not that important.
So,
that's our whole thing.
Wait,
our whole
who's your guest tonight?
the Leagues Cup, for people that haven't heard of it, it's a new cup competition.
Cheers.
The league's doing with the Mexican League, right? Liga MX or whatever, and it's supposed to be like this. It's a tournament that basically lasts the whole month of from July all the way until August, basically.
So during the international
three
break,
teams. What's that?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but during the international break-ish,
There isn't an international break.
No, it's a break for this tournament.
It's a break
Okay,
for the tournament.
but it's between the Mexican League and MLS. And that's it.
Yeah.
So no Caribbean, no anything else.
No.
It's just the two.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And so in that division, we've got Dallas, and I'm going to screw up their name, but Nexus or something like that, right? And us. And then they've got this whole different way of the rules too. Like there's somebody has to win the game, and if it goes to extra time and you win on penalties, instead of getting 3 points, you get 2 points, right? There's no draws. And so we play Dallas Friday.
Well.
Yeah,
What's
target time goalie wars.
Goalie wars as well.
If you win it all, you get to have an extra DP for the next season?
You get to steal a player from the team you beat.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
But
So Friday at 9 o'clock is kickoff, Charlotte versus Dallas. And then I think the following weekend, the 29th, we play at home. So we get to host at least one of those games, right? And then the top two of those in each league go through, and then it becomes like a knockout round, right? So
I'm
classic tournament stuff.
yeah,
Well,
just
there
think
you
of it
go,
as like
Mike.
the World
Hey.
Cup with 3 teams in each stage.
I'm glad I got to get that
And 2
information.
countries.
Now that I got it, I'm
Countries.
like, man. So thanks, Mike, for pushing through number 3. I'm glad I got that explanation, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm still like, what the? All right, whatever.
Yeah, that and then the question is how many fights in it. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be fun. I hate that they're stopping the regular league go. I would rather them do it like the other teams do, like other countries do the leagues or the cups, where they just have it throughout the season, right? Where they pick a weekend as it gets closer, where it's just going to be cup weekend and then continue on with the league later
Or
on.
we just focus on the U.S. Open Cup, which is already a perfect tournament.
Well, there's that
Yeah.
too.
I think MLS is using Leagues Cup as a look at this shiny object over here. No, not that shiny object called the US Open Cup that's been around for 100 years.
Yeah. Actually,
No,
these are right. There is 3 countries, right? Let's not forget
Yeah.
about the Canadians.
So Sean needs to be the guest next week, right?
Yeah, Sean's coming on that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
like
also not
JT
all
said,
of the Canadian teams. 'Cause
Well,
the
that's-
Canadian
only
Premier
3
League-
Canadian teams, right? That's why we said
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
3.
But then the Canadian Premier League isn't invited. So like,
Yeah,
sorry guys.
Go
Yeah.
Pacific FC.
Take
Yeah.
off, eh?
yeah. So yeah, like we said, hashtag rigged if you want to enter the drawing for the giveaway for the scarves tonight.
Yeah, just say scarf, because then people who tuned in late will say go for it.
Oh, scarf, yeah, scarf.
Scarves.
Scarf.
Yeah. So, anyways, but yeah. So, with that being said, if you're new to the show, hit the sub button for us. We would appreciate that for sure, because likes and subs is what we're all after. Media.
Man, I really had a really good time on y'all's show tonight, Jeremy and Sam. I appreciate y'all having us on.
Well, thank you for being here for our show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Seriously, you gotta have us on, man. Your quick wit and your knowledge is impressive.
Oh, thank you, sir. We've had Lee on before.
Well, you need to get old JT on at some point.
Okay.
Lee doesn't let me out of the cage too often, but I do come out.
That's-
sometimes.
I thought it was a garage.
No. I'm talking about the cage. This is
Right.
a garage.
Okay.
It's a whole different thing.
Do you live in a cage with a garage? Why wouldn't you just live in the garage?
No.
So you park your car and then you get in the cage, or is the cage in the garage? I don't.
I bought a shark cage in 1995, and it happens to be in my garage. And sometimes I get in the cage to work on it. That's what it is.
All right. So Dallas Friday.
Sorry, hold
Dallas Friday. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Wait. We can't just skip over that story.
Sometimes you just
He's
have
trying to go Dallas Friday. No. Back to the shark cage.
You're fixing a shark cage. So what happened to the original owner of the shark cage?
We'll continue this when you have me on.
We only found the shark. We only found the shark.
Oh my god!
Wow.
So you got a used shark cage from someone?
That is broken.
Yeah.
Was that an estate sale or something?
They said as is.
Oh
That's
my
it.
god!
Yeah, it was right next to that bronze Yeti that you saw on the sidewalk.
So Dallas
This is
Friday.
what we call full circle, gentlemen. Full circle.
Dallas
Like that?
Friday. Dallas Friday score predictions, and you guys drop them in the chat too. Let's start with you, Jeremy. What do you think the score prediction is going to be against Dallas at Dallas on Friday?
Dallas at Dallas on Friday. I can say with full confidence that Charlotte we will tie, and then we will lose in like that extra bonus tie time, 10-9.
10-9. Good shout. Good shout. JT, what do you think, man?
Double deuce.
Can't draw.
Triple deuce.
Triple deuce.
Triple deuce.
Triple
Or it could be 6-0. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, Sam, what do you think?
7-5 Dallas.
7-5 Dallas. I'm going to be a little more realistic and say we lose 2-1.
Whoa. Whoa.
It will be better if we lose 7-5 after Lee said I'm going to be a little bit more realistic. It's going to be 6-5, and I'm going to text you and be like, "It's happening."
Yeah. Lee's just over there sweating.
Right?
Yeah.
Please don't get 7. Please don't get 7.
I will text you every minute on the minute.
That's
when
right.
It's 7-5.
That's it. Yeah. And and like Greg says, we only lose by a field goal. That'd be perfect. So yeah,
I have no idea how good Dallas is. I mean, I know where they are on the table. I haven't watched a Dallas game this year.
Likewise.
I don't care
How hot is it?
It's going to be hot. Now, I will say I was also poo-pooey about the Chelsea game before it happened, but then like the players seem to like it and other people seem to like it. So like, who am I to say that their interests are dumb and that the players liked it and it was dumb?
Well,
So
Chelsea
I'm going to watch it. If it turns out to be good, I will recant publicly if necessary, but like, I'm just not into it.
All right. Want to do this giveaway?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Start.
They do have Jesus. All right. Seriously, if you guys want in real quick, you need to hit the hashtag
Rigged.
We have 4 to give away. Also, these are not necessarily the team Seattle. This is a specific supporters group of theirs, Gorillas FC.
It's all whoever's getting this, getting all 4.
Okay, we're doing 1-4.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
One box.
Well, you know what though? They've put this new little thing in here. Once somebody wins, they get removed from the
take them off
thing,
the
and
list.
then they can play again. So.
Lee, if you want to play with it, play with it.
Look, I got to get these scars
All
out
right,
of this.
ready? Rigged. Here
We
we
got
go.
a liquidation sale.
That's
No
a lot
scarves.
of mailing. All
Is
right.
there 9 entries?
That's it. That's all we got out of all the people that tuned in. All the
That's
1,584
weird.
people that
Use
tuned in. We got 10.
Off-brand supporter group, Seattle Sounders, scarves. I don't know why it'd just be 9. It's weird.
Yeah. All
10.
right.
There you go.
10,
10.
10. We got 10.
All right.
All right, 5,
Give us a chance to
4,
win.
12.
12. Come on, y'all can do it, man. We can get to 14, man. We can get to 14. Rigged.
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 I think we should. I think we should give all 4. But there's only 12 people. I don't know. Give all 4 away.
Amanda gets them all. So yeah, Amanda, Amanda, you know where QC Royals hangs out at the tailgate. So yeah, come check them out.
This
On
one's
the purple tents.
on it.
Yeah.
Nice. Mint.
Oh. All right, guys. Well,
hold on. Let's do another giveaway. Everybody put in #shark, and we're gonna give away JT's used shark cage.
The hell! Not to mention, you know what kind of trailer you have to move that around the city streets?
God. I imagine you have that kind of trailer.
I imagine you imagine I do.
All right, we got one entry for shark.
#shark.
Oh, I wasn't collecting them.
Oh well.
Anyways, we're gonna
collect the emojis too.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know if we can do that, but
we'll work it out for when I'm on your podcast.
We'll figure it out. So, all right, QC guys, where can we find you guys at?
We are on Twitter at QC_Royals. We're on Instagram at QC.Royals, Royals.QC.
One of them. Just search.
You'll find us.
Bar.
Just search QC Royals in the searches.
We're also at all of the tailgates. We're under the 2 purple tents. If you don't know about us, we only have 34 members, so we keep it tight. But we're always willing to meet new people. So come check out Royals.
Come say hey.
And they normally have pretty decent beer over there too. So
yes,
yeah. So JT, where can people find us?
CLTFC Fan TV, all over your stuff.
That's
right. We even got a Threads account. We don't know what we'll do with it, but we got it. Damn it!
Yeah.
Let me just finish it off with. Say again.
You get that Blue Sky invite?
I don't. No, ours was kind of magenta. I think I don't really know what that is. Damn it, you Royals! JT Shark, JT Shark, JT.